terms of writing the qaf?
Qaf, because it is the deepest one in the back, right? And it is the most glorified.
Qaf, then qaf, ba, dal. Qaf and dal are most.
ينقضون من قبل. Giving you examples here. And the last one is the dha. ظلا ظليلا. ينظر ينظر. Now you need to be careful with something for all of ikhfa, as we will do the rest of the examples. Now look at this. What is the haraka in here? This is fatha. This is kasra. Can't find anything. You might end up extending the movement, the haraka of the letter preceding the gunna into the gunna. So you might say min qabl, min qabl. Look, min qabl. What am I stretching? Am I stretching the gunna or am I stretching the me? Okay?
Gunna is always strong.
Yes. Minkum, minkum. Listen to what I'm saying. Minkum, minkum. Is that right? That's wrong. Because what I'm saying is min. I'm stretching out the meme. Should be minkum. This is only movement. Mansura, mansura. Don't stretch the movement. Stretch the gunna. Which means you have to do, if I were to stop just before I get to the noon, I'm going to say ma. Mansura. Ma. Mansura, not mansura. Right? Transition clear. Man. And then you stretch the noon. Okay? So you have to be careful not to do mad to the haraka before it.
So for Saud, we are doing from the...
For all.
Okay.
You know, it's a common mistake that you end up extending the letter before it, the haraka before it, into the gunna. That's what you have to be careful with all the gunnas. Okay? So, here, how do you say this?
It's hard to recognize.
That comes from the surgery.
Right. Mundarin. Manthura. Not manthura. Listen to the difference. Manthura versus manthura. Yeah, manthura immediately. Your tongue always is going to get ready to the tha. Alright? Manthura.
So the difference is it like in one case we are pronouncing like ing and this is like no so this is not it's like not ing.
No, because ing you're gonna put your tongue in the end. Writing.
Right.
Writing, you're right. It is like a gunna. Just notice that. Thank you. You don't really I don't say writing. It is a gunna. Wow, did you notice that English has gunna? French has it, right? French has a lot of Champs-Élysées. Even though it's written champs, right? Champs, but they say Champs-Élysées. Right? They don't pronounce the M, the P. They pronounce it as a gunna.
Like uncle.
Uncle. Two harakas, yes.
Don't mix English with Arabic.
It's a better way to practice it, right?
Whatever makes you want to do tajweed for English. أنجيناكم أنشأكم. How long is each one gunna? how long of a gunna?
Two harakas.
Two
Two
harakas,
harakas.
one alif.
Always. With two harakas or one alif. Now, obviously, immediately, how often is this? This is more than 50% of all the rule of nun sakina. Right? Statistically speaking, 15 letters, more than half of the letters, right? More than half of the letters. So this is the one that you're going to come across the most, even though there are some letters less apparent in Arabic as others, like the zay. You're not going to find a lot of zay in Arabic in general. The zay is a low number, like maybe an X in English, you know. I know I'm going lower and lower.
That's fine.
Javed is going to have to go like this.
I can do that.
Munfakina. Okay, I'm just going to write it down quickly so you can have kuntum. And that's it. Okay? Now, what did I say you do with the ikhfa? There is, look at this. Now that I talked about this, I want to go back to the iqlab. Okay? In this here, in an ikhfa, what you have to do is you have to drop the tongue part. You have a physical anatomical part and you have a sifa. This is, the tongue part is part of the noon, it's part of the exit, right? But the sifa, the character of noon, is gunna. Okay, the gunna is something added to the noon. You don't have to say while you're talking in everything. Because when I am talking in regular Arabic with my wife or whatever, I don't do gunna in every noon. Just whatever comes naturally, part of it. But for the Quran, you add the gunna. So it is something from outside. It is a mustahaq. It's something not part of it. It's actually an added sifa. It's an added character. So there's a real part to it and an added part. The real part is the tongue part. And that's the part that I'm dropping. The real part is the tongue part. But the part that I drop is the tongue part. Now let's go back to the iqlab. Okay, now that I've said this, the part that you drop is the real part, and you maintain the sifa, you maintain the character. Now let's come back to this. Iqlab again. What do we do here? Okay, so I'm going to drop this immediately. I'm going to drop this because I'm going to transfer it to something else, right? It's going to come like this. Now here comes the confusion. I have to transfer it to a meme, but memun mukhfa. I have to turn it into a meme that is hidden. So which part of the meme I'm going to hide?